Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the last look at the building there, because that's going to be the last look. Merry Christmas to all you guys. I got the best Merry Christmas ever. I got sacked. Can't work as a team with people who you can't understand. I can't tell the difference with one bloke when he says 1700 or 700, and then I come back with the wrong length of plasterboard, don't I? So, yeah, basically, I got the boot. Bought $850 worth of bloody tools for this job and was there about 8 weeks. Fantastic. Some of these Chinese blokes have been there for like a year and a half, 2 years. They don't even have their own impact driver, let alone a collator gun. And, you know, of course, pretty happy to use mine. But after a year and a half, haven't got one themselves yet. I was required to buy a collator gun, full stop, you know. $600 tool that I will never use again. And I should probably sell it, and I probably will try and sell it because, well, the rates are coming up, property taxes, and what I'm going to end up getting is pretty much very close to what I need just to pay them and not have anything really left. So I may or may not be receiving a $660 payment, which was part of helping out apprentices. I may or may not get that. But what I've got paid just recently and what I'm going to get paid for the last week of work is basically equivalent to what my property taxes are. It might be a little bit short of that. So I'm going to have pretty much nothing left. Fantastic. I sort of wish I had have... Well, this is the thing. Had to keep buying tools all the time, didn't I? So although I wish I had paid it before, there were things that I was expected to buy and went out and bought only to get the sack, which bloody bullshit, you know, $850 worth of shit, just to give you the boot anyway, you know. And now I've spent it, now I've got the stuff. You'll never sell second-hand stuff for the same price you bought it at. Stupidly enough, I also bought a Makita drill because I realised that due to having the batteries in the charger and a new thing which you will see, a method I've got of getting rid of box thorns, I thought it would be a good idea to spend $100 and get this drill, and that's $100 that I probably should have kept in my pocket. But anyway, I've sort of the city in which I've been working, which I've often worked in the past, that's... When I was at the Radiator Joint, I said to another bloke, this city, give it 15 years and it's going to be like Detroit. Just a shithole of drugs and welfare and a whole stack of empty industrial buildings of an former industrial powerhouse city, you know. And he said, yeah, what you want to do is get yourself a bit of land and a few sheep on it out there and try and make it go a sort of, you know, trying to provide for yourself as much as you can. And I said, mate, what do you think I'm doing? Exactly that. I'm not trying to be 100% self-sufficient, but, you know, I'm out here off-grid, you know, eating the same sheep that graze on my property, you know, sometimes eating edible weeds off my property. I did do that when I first moved into the house. I was that broke. I was cooking up edible weeds for lunch at work, and I may be doing it before long again. Fingers crossed, hopefully not. But in times like this, you know, as I've once said before, the best thing to prep for is losing your job. And, well, I got a high-grade sort of rice. I got about 8 kilos of that. I got this risotto rice, which is a real ass to cook. It always burns. I got about 8 kilos of that. I got about 15 kilos of potatoes. Plenty of meat. The only thing I'm going to run out of is possibly greens, and fortunately the plums are all out right now, so I probably should be bagging them up and putting them in the freezer, or just eating a damn lot of plums, which I may do. But anyway, tomorrow I've got to go down to the welfare joint and get it all sorted out. Now, what I was saying about the city that I usually work at that's going like Detroit, that's had a lot of sackings recently. They've got an auto plant which they're trying to close in September 2016, and they've done a pretty good job of sacking 2 big lots of people already. Some have only gone about a week ago out of the auto plant, and there was another bunch that went about 3 months ago. And the aluminium smelter has finally closed for the last time. They've only got a skeleton crew there who I assume is just literally unbolting the machines to probably sell them to the Chinese or something like that, and gut out what other scrap metal they can, and other stuff they can for an auction. And most likely there will be auctions held at that place, but I won't have any money to go there, and quite frankly, what do I need 15-ton cranes for? But anyway, in all of that, I've decided that this city in there, I'm not even going to bother looking there. There's another one up the road that I'm not terribly far away from, but they are a lot further away from. So in all of that, I think that's my best option, and in the new year I'm going to go up there and look for work. I also, there's a piggery I wouldn't mind trying to work at. There's a couple of other places I should go around, farming related places, and see how I can go. There's an old bloke too I used to work for a few years back, and there was another bloke there who was an arsehole who was since retired, but the old guy who should be retired, he's still going. And I used to clear more than $100 extra on top of what I was been clearing recently, and that was back in holy smoke, that was way back in like 03 or something I was there. So I might go and what was it I said? I can't remember. It was a long time back anyway. So I might go and visit him and see what's going on, because right about now it's baling season, so he'll have something going. But anyways, we'll see how we go, but I'll go in and get sorted with the welfare stuff tomorrow. And life goes on. Oh, look, there's an edible weed right there.